As the fighting continues in Gaza, the IDF saying they've been hitting Hezbollah terrorist targets in Lebanon.
Senior correspondent John Huddy is live in northern Israel, who was exclusively embedded with the IDF there. John.
Well, that's right. We were invited to join the IDF, the Golani forces. These are the ground forces, combat forces, during a live fire battlefield simulation. So this was essentially them training to fight Hezbollah. And these are the troops that have been on the front lines in northern Israel, along the border with southern Lebanon, fighting Hezbollah. And Hezbollah, even today, was firing at IDF forces just north of us with anti-tank missiles, with rockets, also trying to infiltrate Israel, not only with its own terrorist forces, but also with attack drones and suicide drones. That's been happening consistently throughout this war, and most recently over the last week, there's been really an uptick, as we've been seeing, with the volatility here in the north. So we spent several hours with these ground forces. We marched with them about a mile and a half or so onto the training ground there here in in the Golan Heights. We saw them as they were opening fire for this live fire demonstration. Merkava tanks coming in, pushing out the smoke screen, which is used for those ground forces when they're moving into targets. And that's something, Sean and Christina, that we've seen playing out in Gaza and northern Gaza over the last few weeks. This exact type of battlefield, the exact type of operation that forces have conducted in northern Gaza and Gaza City as well. So we saw that live fire demonstration. And real quick, one note as far as Hezbollah goes, there are some reports coming out, and we haven't confirmed it, but there are some reports that Hezbollah representatives are actually saying that Hezbollah will also respect this ceasefire, will not fire upon IDF forces. That remains to be seen. As we know with Hamas, Hezbollah also is not exactly to be trusted as well. And one final note, the IDF reporting tonight that one of its fighter jets, presumably an F-35, shot down a ballistic missile that had entered Israeli territory in the south in Eilat, presumably once again a missile fired by the Houthis in Yemen. Sean and Christina.
All right, a lot to watch for again. Still awaiting a press briefing from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, which we believe is happening this afternoon. Senior correspondent John Huddy live in